A former special officer of ex-Prime Minister Dato Sri Najib Razak is being remanded by the MACC. This is the first arrest in its probe into the 1MDB fiasco. He will be detained for 7 days until July 1st. According to news reports, the 42-year-old was appointed as Najib's aide in 2009. Meanwhile, the Straits Times reports that the man had also played a key role in 1MDB's negotiations with Abu Dhabi's IPIC to settle an outstanding loan obligation. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad says Putrajaya will renegotiate the water supply agreement with Singapore. However, he says he hasn't set a date for the discussion, as there are more important things to deal with first. In an Channel News Asia interview published today, the Prime Minister had said it is manifestly ridiculous to sell water to the city-state at 3 cents per 1,000 gallons. He said that was okay way back in the 1990s or 1930s, but now, what can you buy with 3 cents? Nothing. Mahathir also brought up the issue in a separate interview with Bloomberg, saying that the government will sit down and talk with them like civilized people. The accord was signed in 1962 and expires in 2061. The government will take a second look at proposals to develop 3 parcels of land in the Klang Valley worth hundreds of millions of ringgit. Transport Minister Anthony Loke says the plots are owned by MOT-owned Railway Assets Corp. They are located in Pudu, Batu Tiga in Shah Alam and Bangsar. He says the deals were agreed upon in principle under BN's rule and done via direct negotiations. Loke says the plan is to develop these tracts through open tender, a practice that will be implemented for all such deals in the future. He has also instructed RAC to list in detail all its land assets, on which the ministry plans to develop affordable housing to generate more income for the firm. RAC owns assets worth over 35 billion ringgit, including 31,712 acres of land along the KTM railways, as well as pockets of land in prime areas. Servo Dynamic Holdings has clinched 13 contracts worth a combined 465.1 million ringgit. These pertain to operations and maintenance, engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning projects. The contracts were secured by its wholly owned units, Servo Dynamic Sendran Berhad and PT Servo Dynamic Indonesia. Clients include Petronas Dagangan, Petronas Cari Gali and Pertamina Balikpapan Hospital. The projects are in Malaysia, Indonesia, Bahrain, Kazakhstan and the United Arab Emirates. The group says the contracts are expected to contribute positively to its earnings for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2018. Puer Dua has sold 1,000 Beza and Exaide units to an unnamed ride-hailing service provider operating in Malaysia. Its managing director, Dato Zahari Husin, says the sale is significant as it opens up yet another market for the compact car maker. Zahari says this is an important endorsement by companies that rely on good quality and safe cars which are economical to maintain. He adds that Puer Dua is proud to be a part of the ride-hailing revolution towards more efficient and sustainable transport for all.